Hello, this is Harley doing another YouTube video. Today I'm going to do a new audio game for Windows. It's called Treck 2000. Apparently it's a Space Trek style game, so if you want, well, if you like Space Trek, then you'll probably like this audio game. I haven't watched Space Trek myself, but anyway, that isn't here nor there. This audio game, there are three enemies. You've got the Tholians. I can't remember what their weaknesses and strengths are. Anyway, you've got the I can't remember the name of those ones, but begins with R, and these have invisibility, and they will only uncloak themselves when they are either 3 units or 3 squares away from you, or if they've just fired at you, so you'd better watch out for those. And there's the Klingons, and those just hit hard. So you've got Commander 3 starships, and you've got 2 star bases or space stations, okay? Sorry if the view sort of alters a bit, because I haven't got the right sort of equipment for this. I'm just using my iPad and my Mac, so my iPad and my Mac are sort of side by side, so I've got to sort of alternate between the two, making sure that you can see me and stuff like that. When I do audio games on the Mac or certain things, I will be doing screen recording, because I've just discovered how to do it. So let's get into this game. I've got NVDA on. I'm sorry if this is just jumping to my cookie clock behind me or whatever. Well, I just hope I get some sort of camera at some stage.
Your desktop. Windows side insert password edit protected.
You cannot hear my password.
Taskbar.
And my password isn't all stars, because that's what NVDA does. It just goes star. So no one knows what your password is. Treck 2000. So let's just start a new game, right?
Treck 2000, the battle begins. Dialog, welcome to Treck 2000 version 5.1. Written by David Greenwood, copyright 1998, 1999, 2000 IDMA Inc. Have fun. OK button.
Okay.
Treck 2000 dialog. Are you continuing from an old game? No button. Alt plus N. Select your experience level list. 1. Can I play? Daddy. 2. Don't hurt me. 2. 3. Bring them on. 3 of 5. 4. So, you think you have had it back so far? 5. It's a good step. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am a beginner, so he'll do. Can I play, Daddy?
Treck 2000 list unknown.
So now we're in the starship.
Read only. Selected instead. Selected Enterprise drifting at 23. 3. Warp 0 course south. Enterprise drifting at 23. 3. Warp 0 course south. Selected instead. Selected shields at 100%. Remaining energy 5,000 units. 10 photon torpedoes. And 1 mine. Shields at 100%. Remaining energy 5,000 units.
Yeah, it does
10
this.
photon torpedoes. Navigation 1 of 10. Scan 2 of 10. Weapons 3 of 10. Vessel command 4 of 10.
It's a stupid hay fever that I've got.
Information 5 of 10. Restocking 6 of 10. Move 7 of 10. Wit 8 of 10. Other commands 5 of 10. Help 10 of 10.
So those are your 10 things. So let's well, the information you just heard. So let's do a navigational scan. So I'm going to press enter or right arrow, because these sort of like sub-menu-y things. You do right arrow or enter to select. Escape or left arrow to go back to the previous menu. So let's do right arrow on this.
Short range 1 of 3. Long range 2 of 3. Navigational 3 of 3.
Let's do navigational.
Current heading 1 of 10.
Current heading.
Degrees 2 of 10. North 3 of 10. Northeast 4 of 10. East 5 of 10. Southeast 6. South 7. Southwest 8. West 5 of 10. Northwest 10 of 10. West and northwest 10 of 10. West, north, west, 10 of 10. West, south, 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 east, north, north, 3 of degree, 2 of 10. Current
See?
heading, 1 of 10.
So let's do current heading.
Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Selected navigations can locate set of galaxy at 23. 1 approximate distance 2 direction south. Navigations can
It
locate
locates
set
the
of
edge of the
at
galaxy.
23. 1
Nice.
approximate distance 2 direction south. Selected instead. Scan to navigation 1 of
So
10.
let's go autopilot to the nearest starbase.
Scan
So we're going to navigation.
Autopilot 1 of 3. Manual 2 of 3. Follow enemy ship 3 of 3. Autopilot
Let's do
1 of
autopilot.
Closest starbase 1 of 8. Starbase 1 2 of 8.
Let's do
Closest
closest
starbase 1 of 8.
starbase.
Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Selected autopilot set for Enterprise to Starbase 2. Proceeding at warp 7. Autopilot set for Enterprise to Starbase 2. Proceeding at warp 7. Selected instead.
And you can command
vessel command 4
other
of 10.
vessels in the Federation as well. So let's
Vessel command.
vessel
Enterprise
command.
Valiant 2 of 6.
Let's command Valiant to go to Starbase 2 as well.
Edit multi-line read only. Select scan 2 of 10.
So now we're back in the same list. Same list, and you might think, hey, it hasn't done anything. But yeah, yes it has. We are commanding Valiant now. So we're going to go on navigation.
Autopilot 1 of 3.
Autopilot.
Starbase 1 2 of 8.
So we're going to set it to Starbase 2.
Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Selected autopilot set for Valiant to Starbase 2. Proceeding at warp 7. Autopilot set for Valiant
There
to
we
Starbase
go.
2. Proceeding at warp
It's
7.
basically a remote
Scan
control.
2
So
of
let's
10.
get all those
Navigation 1 of
ships
10.
to Starbase 2.
Autopilot 1 of 3.
Hang on a minute, let's come out of
Navigate
this.
scan to web vessel command.
Let's do vessel
Enterprise
command.
Valiant Defiant 3 of
Let's
6.
do Defiant.
Edit multi-line read only.
Okay.
Scan navigation.
Navigation,
Autopilot 1 of
autopilot,
Starbase
Starbase 2.
Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Selected autopilot set for Defiant. Scan 2 of 10. Web vessel. Enterprise Defiant Yorktown 4 of 6.
To Yorktown now to get
Edit
Starbase
multi-line read
2.
only. Scan navigation. Autopilot. Closest Starbase. Starbase 2. Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Selected autopilot set for Yorktown to Starbase 2. Proceeding at warp 7.
Okay, so now we're going to command our own ship.
Vessel command 4.
So vessel
Enterprise
command.
Valiant 2. Enterprise
The
1 of
Enterprise
6.
is the ship that's by default I'm commanding, which is the ship I'm in.
Edit multi-line read
There we
only.
are.
Selected.
We're back on my
Selected instead. Selected Enterprise on autopilot at 23. 3. Warp 7 course east. Enterprise on
So
autopilot
the
at
warp
23.
is the speed,
Warp
okay?
7
So
course
let's
east. Selected
change the
instead.
warp to
Selected
10 because
shield
that's the
tab to
fastest. So
navigation 1 of 10.
navigation,
Manual.
manual,
Warp 1 of 2.
warp.
Edit blank.
So this is like a number type, so I'm just going to type in 1, 0, 10, press enter.
10. Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Selected Enterprise set to warp 10. Enterprise
There we go.
set to warp 10. Selected instead. List. Navigation 1 of 10.
So there we are. I haven't run into any enemies yet, and I haven't since I got this game actually. So
Scan 2 of weapons 3 of 10. Vessel command information 5 of 10.
let's have a look at the information because that's the information of the current ship.
Current ship 1 of 4. Starbases 2 of 4. All ships 3 of 4. Damage report 4 of 4. All current ship 1 of 4.
Do information on my current ship.
Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Selected. Selected instead. Selected Enterprise on autopilot at 23. 3. Warp 10 course east. Enterprise on autopilot at 23. 3. Warp 10 course east. Selected instead. Selected shields at 100%. Remaining energy 5,000 units. 10 photon torpedoes. And 1 mine. Shields at 100%. Remaining energy 5,000 units. 10 photon torpedoes. And 1 mine selected instead. List. Navigation 1 of 10. Scan 2 of 10. Weapons 3 of 10. Vessel command 4 of 10. Information 5. Restocking 6 of 10.
When you dock in a station, you have the chance to restock
Photons 1 of 2. Energy 2 of 2.
the energy of the photons. So if we do that without docking,
Maximum 1 of 2.
Unable to complete requested function. Please abort and retry.
see?
Edit Scan 2 of 10. Navigation 1. Scan weapons 3 of 10. Vessel command 4 of 10.
And the weapons will only work when the targeting system finds an enemy ship.
Weapons 3 of best information 5 of restocking 6 of loot 7 of quit 8 of 10. Other commands 5 of 10. Help 10 of 10. Other
So?
listed weapons scan 2 of 10.
Let's check up on the other ships going autopilot. Let's have a look at Valiant. Let's do a scan. Let's do a navigational. Current heading.
Selected navigations can locate Enterprise at 23. 3 approximate distance 4 direction east. Navigations can locate Enterprise at 23. 3 approximate distance 4 direction east. Selected instead.
Okay, so I am going to redirect this to Starbase 1.
Starbase 1 of 8. Starbase 1. Edit multi-line read only. Selected autopilot set for Valiant to Starbase 1. Proceeding at warp 7. Autopilot set for Valiant to Starbase 1. Proceed scan 2 of 10.
Now let's have a look.
Current edit multi-line read only. Selected navigations can locate no obstructions in direction north. Navigations
Actually,
can do
I know how to dock at a ship, so let's do navigation. Let's set it back to Starbase 2, and I will bring Enterprise, our ship, to a stop. So let's do navigation, manual, let's set the warp to 0. There we are. So now let's have a look at the Valiant.
Selected instead. Selected can navigation 1 of 10. Autopilot 1 of 3. Navigate can 2 of
Scan
navigational
and a navigational. Current heading.
Selected navigations can locate Enterprise at 23. 3 approximate distance 4 direction east. Navigations can
So what we need to do is we need to set the autopilot for Enterprise. There we go. So if you have both of them going towards each other, or both of them going at different speeds towards you, if you have them going at different speeds towards each other, it won't work. You have to make sure that they're at the same warp. And the other option is one of them's drifting and the other one is moving towards that ship. Okay? So let's have a look at our weapons. Yes, we can set a mine. And yes, there is a self-destruct control. Just for the fun of it, let's self-destruct the Defiant ship.
Self-destruct dialog. Please confirm your self-destruct order. Press Y to confirm. Yes button Alt plus Y. Treck 2000. Edit multi-line read only. Selected Defiant has set a my at 3. 35 to detonate in 0 moves. Defiant has set a my at 3. 35 to detonate in 0 moves. Selected can to navigation 1 of 10.
So we're gonna go
Enterprise 1 of 6. Edit multi-line read only. Selected. Select can 2 of 10. Weapons 3 of vessel command 4 of 10. Information 5 of 10. Vessel is restocking 6 of move set with 8 other command help 10 other vessel weapon can 2 of 10. Navigation 1 of 10. Autopilot 1 of closest target Enterprise Valiant Defiant York Tower 7 of 8.
Let's set it to
Defiant Valiant 5 of 8. Defiant 6 of 8. Starbase 2 Starbase 1 2 of 8.
Starbase 1.
Edit multi-line read only. Selected autopilot set for Enterprise to Starbase 1. Proceeding at warp 7. Autopilot set for Enterprise to Starbase 1. Proceeding at warp 7 selected instead. List navigation 1 of 10.
Those are the normal bridge sounds that a ship normally would make. So that is how you do this. Alright, so let's exit game.
Yes.
So that is Treck 2000. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be turning the comments off because I don't want any nasty ones coming through. Anyway, see ya when I do my next YouTube video. Bye!